what I do is I break down these concepts in evolutionary psychology when it comes to men working together in order to accomplish goals and how those are the more high status men. And throughout history, there's several books on this. Throughout history, men who have worked together in groups have always had access to more women, to more resources. So we take these concepts from our history, from our anthropological history, and we turn these things into actual, real, tangible results for people today. And we also, there's another thing that we teach in the program, which is you consider someone who's extremely famous. Consider like The Rock or someone like that level of fame. Cristiano Ronaldo, that level of fame. LeBron James, whatever. So we'll call them a 10 famous. They're a 10 out of 10 famous. What I want is for you, and then we'll say like a 5 famous would be like some streamer like Aiden Ross or maybe someone like Speed or someone like that. And then what I want is for you as my client, if you join our program, I want you to be like a 1 or a 2 level famous, what we call like a mid-tier level of fame, where every hot girl in your city has seen your face. They know who you are. Every employer in your arena is aware of your work. There's a way to become this like mid-tier level of fame that didn't exist before social media. We teach you to use that. So every time you're on a date with a girl, the GM of the restaurant or the chef comes out to greet you. Every time you go to a nightclub, you just walk in effortlessly. Half the time when you go to a conference, they ask you to speak on stage. How do you get those opportunities? That's exactly what I teach. The biggest ROI you're going to get is completely fixing your social media. By doing that, you're going to notice. I get hundreds of messages from my clients. We're at 2,500 people that have gone through the course now. I get hundreds of messages from my clients. Hey, Michael, I changed my social media. My ex-girlfriend's messaging me out of nowhere. She's telling me I shouldn't be dating this girl, and I'm messaging her like, wait, you broke up with me. Why are you messaging me? The effect that it's having on the people around them, that's going to happen. That can happen in 20 days. If you put in the work, it can happen very, very quickly.
No matter the location?
That's what I've seen. It really doesn't seem to matter. There's advantages and disadvantages to being in very populated locations and advantages and disadvantages into being very unpopulated. I have one client, he's 51 years old. He's a grandfather. And he was living in Eastern Washington. I mean, there was nothing out there. He got a boat. He started messaging the girls around there in the area, and he started having all the attractive women in the city come out on the, because nobody was doing what he was doing. Okay. So, and he started having parties, and he's just showing me videos of like all these girls in his hot tub. This guy's 51 years old, and I was like, holy crap, man. I actually wanted to come to Eastern Washington. I was like, how'd you figure this out? Like, this is crazy. And he's just like, yeah, I just did what you told me in the program to build a social circle. And then the other part is, and this always happens, is that these guys end up getting either better jobs or better employees from the program I teach because they're hooked into better circles. This is something like, if you're somebody and you're trying to get that dream job you've always wanted, the guys who are giving out those jobs are going to dinners with people who aren't you. They're going to parties with people who aren't you. They're going to concerts with people who aren't you. They're going to nightclubs with people who aren't you. They're going to conventions with people who aren't you. And I teach you who those people are, how to get connected with them. And it really is who you know.